Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing this simple eyes bold lip look and I'm going to be showing you how I do it, so keep watching. To prime my face, I'm using the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer, and I'm just going to be using my fingers to apply this all over my face. And I'm going over that with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because we don't want any pores showing. For foundation, we're using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Golden Beige. This is the matte version of it. If you ever use this foundation, I recommend you apply it in sections like I'm doing here because it tends to dry out really quick and then you just can't blend it out. And to blend all of that out, I'm just using a damp beauty blender. To prime my eyelids, I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is the best drugstore eyeshadow primer that I've ever found. And I'm using my fingers to blend all of it into my eyelids. Here I'm going in with the shade Walker and a fluffy brush from the Morphe X Abby Roberts palette and blending it into the crease of my eyelid. Here I'm taking this shade Chalky from the same palette and putting it into my crease over the shade Walker, and I'm also trying to concentrate this on the outer corners of my eye. Here I am blending those two shades together. You'll see pretty much throughout this whole video that every time I put some eyeshadow down, I'm going in with the same fluffy brush that I used in the beginning to apply Walker, that I'm blending everything together. Here I'm going in with the shade Vivian from the same palette on a flat brush that I sprayed with some setting spray. I like to spray my brushes with setting spray when I'm using a glittery or shimmery eyeshadow because I just feel like it brings out the color a lot better than it would if it were a dry brush. So I didn't want to use eyeliner for this look, but I did want some more dimension on my eyelids. So I'm going in with the shade Booty Guru from that same palette and concentrating it on the areas where I would put eyeliner. For the under eyes, I'm using a mix of the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach and the Jeffree Star Concealer in the shade C8. And of course using a damp beauty blender to blend it all out. So to set my under eyes, I'm using the NYX HD Finishing Powder in the shade Banana. And the big secret to not getting your under eyes to crease is patting it with the beauty blender and then immediately putting that setting powder over it. Ever since I've started doing this, I've noticed such a big difference for my under eyes. They definitely do not crease for hours and hours and hours. For bronzer, I'm using the NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium. This is my favorite drugstore bronzer of all time. I've never been able to find anything better than this at the drugstore. And after applying bronzer, of course, going in with a big fluffy brush to blend everything out. For blush, I'm using the Milani blush in the shade Romantic Rose. And I did do my eyebrows off camera, so you're welcome for that, or else this video would have been like 20 minutes longer. But I used the Maybelline Tattoo Studio and the e.l.f. Tinted Brow Mascara. And here I'm using the shade Ramen from the same palette and just highlighting my brow bone. So whenever I'm using a bold lip, I like to go over my lips with a beauty blender that has some excess product on it. And for lip liner, I'm using the MIB lip liner in the shade Chocolate. I'm not 100% sure on where you can buy this. I get mine at the swap meet. That's just where I get all my lip liners from. I think they're the best there, and they're super cheap. They're like $1. And this is just personal preference. It doesn't really make a difference on the look, I don't think. It's just to help me kind of stay inside the lines. I'm like a toddler learning how to color. For the red lip, I'm using the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Are You Filming? This is from his Shane Dawson collab. I don't know if they still have it online, but it's just this super duper bright red lip that I just love. And this is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Leave some comments down below on any videos that you would like to see in the future. And I'll see you next time. Bye.